I'm here to share my experiences. You all people are now stepping into what we have just stepped out. So there was a lot of mistakes which I committed at your stage, and I would like you to not commit that. It will save a lot of time of yours. Okay. First mistake I did was earlier, self-doubt. First thing is that whatever, if you are topper of your college, everything is there. Or even if we have some less percentage in our school and colleges, we self-doubt ourselves. Is it possible? It is so much exam. Lakhs of people give every year. Only 900, only 700 people are qualifying. Will I be able to do it? Is it really my thing to do it? So don't self-doubt yourself. I basically consider UPSC as a like running track. Have you seen the running track? There are laps, 1, 2, 3 rounds are there. No, a person has to run 3, 4 rounds. So in your 10th till your graduation, 10th you have the first round. In your graduation you have covered the second round. There are some people who have overtaken you in the school and graduation, and they have job, etc. Whatever they are. But UPSC is the last lap. If you run with all you have and all you can, with a passion, with dedication and discipline, you can overtake everybody and you can achieve what you want. You might be very good. When I was taking interview yesterday, I saw many people with percentage of 80, 90. So I was feeling, yeah, these people are very well off. I was having 60% in my 10 and 17, 12. Not that a bright student, but I had a passion. Well, I have to do it. I have to do it and I can do it and I will do it. And that thing I pushed and finally I made into. So never self-doubt yourself. Whatever you were in your college, academics topper doesn't matter. What you will do now after coming into this institution or whatever you will do within your this time will matter. What you will be in the next futures. Second mistake we did was at times when we are like, there are people who also think themselves very much like I can do anything. There are people who can think, oh, I can study with my own. I can do everything on my own. Okay, I know what to do. Do not commit that mistakes. Learn from others people's mistake. Listen to toppers. Ask people about things. Do not ask too much people, but have an informed decision. What option to choose. Okay, do not take anything very like haphazardly. Okay, this is my graduation subject and this option I will take. I can easily do it. No. Whatever the options you are choosing, optional subject, at least talk to one people who have chosen that option or selected from that option or at least given 3, 4 years to that option. Learn from them how it is there, how it is fetching the marks, what are the PYQs, what is the syllabus, is it manageable, are coaching available or self-study is to be required. Then you should know that I am a person of self-study or coaching. Analyze everything because I have seen many people who are choosing one optional and after 2, 3 years they are changing the optional. So it is costing them a lot of time and efforts also, energy also. So you are very lucky to have people to contact and ask about things. So utilize them. Third mistake is that I was very confused which coaching to join, where to go. I went to Delhi, Mumbai, a lot of places. There was money involved, how to stay, where to stay. I was not that much financially stable that I can join any coaching I want. We had that limited budget, so we have to go for somewhere in the area or range. But then the quality gets compromised. They will teach you whatever they can. So you have that opportunity that you have this type of institutions where they are calling faculty from Delhi. Okay, even I will be associating with this institution for a long time. Ishad is my friend and all the faculties. So they are calling people, those who have already struggled in this exam. So this opportunity should not let go. Ask them, ask their mistakes. My attempt, I had 4 attempts. I have failed 4 attempts. In the last, I got clear. In the first attempt itself, what happened? I was very passionate. I said I was an average student, 68%, but I was very passionate to learn. Very passionate to learn. The first day in the coaching when I went to get admission, they gave us the form as you were getting the form. And I was filling the form normally. Similar is the case with everybody. When you fill some form for the first time, you see what other people are filling in that area, this area. I was doing the same. So when it came to the academic achievements, I wrote 60% as my 10. Then the person next to me wrote 95. I was like, very difficult. Then it came to 12th, I wrote 70. He wrote 88. I said, people are like And he came with full formals, etc. on that day, and I was on casual. I said, this is how officer people are like. In my graduation, CGPA was 6.6. He got 8.8. So on the first day itself, I was very demotivated. I said, it is very difficult. Then one of the mentors at that time in our coaching told us that do not look right and left to you, look in front of you. The book is there. Wherever you came from doesn't matter now. Wherever you will go will depend upon what you do now. So I was very, very thorough in that 1 year. In that 8 months coaching I got, I was very disciplined in library. The library was a bit costly, and it was from morning 8 to evening 8. So I made sure that I will like extract every single pie of my money. So morning 7:55 I used to reach there, and 8:05 I used to get from there. Exactly the same discipline was there for the 1 year. I took 2 breaks in the whole year from library and coaching. The 2 Eids which come only that day. Rest every day was very punctual, and fortunately I was not very scholarly. Like I was just making sure that I sit the most in the library. I do not waste time, and I study again and again. I was not very scholarly, but I was disciplined. That year I cleared the prelims in first attempt itself, 2018. So I was very hopeful. I cleared the prelims in first attempt, and I know this strategy is working for me. Yet I cannot grasp things like very scholarly, but I can grasp things if I study again and again. I passed prelims. I went to Delhi, Jamia. I took admission. I wrote with the same enthusiasm, but failed. Failed with 100 marks. Because I was not preparing mains, then I made a mistake that I had not prepared mains. So I wrote in my diary, you have to prepare mains first, because mains is important. That time, again I took a mistake. I prepared mains for the whole year. Then next time when I went to prelims, I failed prelims. Then I took out my diary again and wrote, balance. Prepare both equally. Don't have to be disbalanced. Because no one was there to guide us as such. At one point of time, as you have the mentors here, we were doing everything on our own. And we were committing the same mistakes. Then lockdown came. I prepared everything. Then now I thought the balance is required. I went to Mumbai in lockdown. I prepared every notes, and then I prepared proper notes. I gave attempt, and I was very confident I will clear. I again gave the exam. I failed. When the marks came, it came to know I failed by 40 marks. The cutoff was 40 marks near. And I felt bad. Whatever I did, everything I did, still I left by 40 marks. This exam is, I think, beyond me. But still I pulled myself, no. I used to tell myself a bit for confidence. UPSC has given 6 attempts by thinking of something, no. There might be exam, might be difficult, and we do not have that much caliber from the academics. So we have to do everything now. And I gave attempt from scratch. Again, I went to Delhi. I thought this is my last attempt. I will give this my last attempt. I prepared everything, every notes, optionals, everything I did very well. Again from scratch. And I cleared prelims again. I wrote mains again. And I was so confident about that I started preparing for interview also. But this is my time. The result came, I failed. I was shattered. I came back to Mumbai. And I told the most difficult part of the failure is that to talk to your parents. What to tell them. Parents are worried how you are feeling, and you are worried how parents are feeling. That conundrum, it is a very emotional silence to break. Like, who will say first? That was the most difficult part for me. But somehow, her parents were very supportive. When I talked to my sister is very close to me. She's 9 years older than me. I told that I went to her home first, and she told that, what happened? It got failed. She said, what happened if you fail? Had your attempts over? I said, no, 2 are left. Said, 2 are left? No. Anything can happen, anytime. Just don't give up. Then she talked to my parents, and now they did normal things. And that hope the parents were having, and I was very shattered at that time. I was like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, everything was like at zero. Because when you do everything you can, and still the result are not getting, you become hopeless. You self-doubt yourself. I was also having the same doubt. But what I was having one advantage, I was teaching students of UPSC. I was in the answer checking exam, mains preparation mode. I was there. I was teaching them mains. I was teaching them. So I saw people are getting qualified, but the same thing I am reading, the same thing that I am doing. I am checking the answer of students, and they are getting qualified. Means the mistake is not with me. There is something which I am missing, which I am like not overlooking. Then I talked some people, and I again started from scratch. In this preparation, people will like challenge you very, like if you are stepping into it, be prepared mentally fully. What happens? Now, if you are doing UPSC, your parents are known, your neighbors will know that you are doing UPSC. Your locality will know that you are doing UPSC. After the next, now you are coming here, the next time you will go to your house, they will start asking you, when is the result? What happened? When are you coming in the red beacon? When are you coming with tight security? When are we going to say our neighbor has become or our family member has become so-and-so? Initially, you take that enjoyment. Oh, everybody is giving so much respect. But at a point of time, it will start irritating you. Because you are, the first time I told them I failed in mains. Okay, koi, next time. Second time I told I failed. So they said, okay, what are you doing here? Study hard. Then I stopped telling them. Then I used to delay them whenever they used to ask me, what happened? I said, the exam is in August, just pray for me. Then August, September, they used to ask, when again I used to go in Mumbai, what happened? I said, next exam is on May, please pray for me. Then again they used to ask me, next exam is in August. Man. So they stopped asking me. Then again and again he said the same thing. Because it was irritating for me as well. People used to say, what are you doing? When will you become man? So that also hurted me a lot. That what am I doing? But ultimately that exam is like when you have seen a weighing scale, the old, every apple you put, nothing will happen. The last apple will take everything down and this everything will go up. So this exam preparation is like that. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. You cannot run fast and reach at this place. You have to be consistent every day, efforts and efforts. So in the fifth attempt, I did nothing. I was a bit touched to more spirituality. I was relaxing my mind, keeping calm. I used to pray namaz. I used to sit in masjid. I used to look at my strategy. I was thinking more in this attempt. I used to do a lot of thinking part, and make my strategies. I used to sit for a long time in masjid and used to recollect my mistakes and keep a diary. This is I did. And this fifth attempt, I thought I will avoid all these things. And I make my strategy again for mains. And this worked for me. I cleared prelims. I cleared mains for the first time in the 5 years. I was so shocked. I checked this PDF 6-7 times. Also told my parents and my friends, please check it again. After 2 hours, it got synced in me. Okay, I finally cleared mains. Started preparing for interview. And it worked for me. Interview was not that much difficult. I cleared. I got 190 marks in interview for whatever I said. And that really helped me. And finally, I was in the PDF. After the interview, I was not very sure how much marks I will get. Because the panel is very esteemed. It is not the panel you see on the YouTube interview. It is very different what happens that. They are very professional. So they don't react to you. Whatever you say, they don't react. So you are very nervous. Oh, what I have said is right or wrong. Then I came back. And then the result came and I was in the list. Suddenly when at 1 o'clock I was nothing in my area, nobody was, people even stopped asking me what happened. They used to pity me, in which domain you have stuck yourself, man, what happened to you. But at 1:10, I was something. The first thing the reporter came and asked me, how are you feeling? I said, somebody has put out me from a cyclone and made me sit on the seashore. I'm feeling so relaxed and calm. But that benefit now, that relief will come only when you have been like, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has said, if you want to shine like a sun, you have to burn like a sun first. Because you know that this exam, our academics in India, the syllabus, etc. is very limited. And what we are preparing is very vast. So be prepared very mentally. And after these 5 years, do not think yourself that it will also take 5 years for yourself. We have our mistakes recorded in one place. I have shared with you. This exam requires 1 or 1.5 year fully dedicated, concentrated preparation. And those who know the word etakaf might be familiar. You have to go in etakaf for 1.5 years. Aloof from your family, everything. You know, in Vipassana also the word is there for yoga, Vipassana. Cut off from everybody. And have your own niche, have your own ecosystem of dedicated people, dedicated mentors, supporting family, some spirituality. And only this is your world for 1.5 years or 2 years. When you leave this, you will go home with with pride, with confidence, with some achievement to your family. No? Everybody will go home after 1 or 2 years. But make sure you go with something that your family will be proud of. So all the best for your continued stay here. And I hope that we will meet in future also. Thank you very much.